Some top Democratic leaders are encouraging younger generations to get involved in politics. During the annual Voters of Tomorrow summit in Washington, former Vice President Kamala Harris spoke virtually to attendees, urging Gen Z voters to unite to strengthen democracy.
So keep building your political power. Keep building community. Keep building coalitions. Keep challenging the status quo. And born out of our love for our country, keep fighting to build a country and a nation that works for everyone.
For more, let's bring in Fin Gómez. He's CBS News' Executive Director for White House and Politics. So you were at that summit today in Washington. What did you hear from some of the young attendees? What issues are they focused on as we head into the midterms next year?
Yeah, Kelly, I spoke to Generation Z progressives from around the country who were at this gathering that seeks to promote political engagement amongst young Democrats. Along with former Vice President Harris and former Speaker Pelosi, there were also progressive leaders like David Hogg and Congressman Ro Khanna who spoke at the conference. The majority of the people I spoke to at the summit say that key issues like the Trump administration's hardline policies on immigration, as well as the war in Gaza, Kelly, were top of mind. I talked to two progressive leaders from New Jersey who are helping to organize for Democrat Mikey Sherrill's gubernatorial campaign in the Garden State. One of the two key governor's races this year, as you know, Kelly, they emphasize immigration and affordability as their top two issues. Here's what they had to say, Kelly.
Right off the bat, at the top of my mind is immigration. The safety of immigrant families is very, very important to me, and I'm hoping that our leaders take real action to defend our families and keep us together. So immigration and affordability affordability is the number one thing. I believe that as young people, we are having a really difficult start in our adulthood, and buying houses and buying a car, all of these things are really affecting us. I just purchased a car, but I had to pay the Trump tax, and that was the thing that's affecting me, the economy. So 100% the economy.
Interestingly, both of them also volunteered for Zohran Mamdani's successful mayoral campaign in neighboring New York City, and they feel that his win in that primary could give Democrats a bounce in New Jersey. Kelly?
What I find so interesting about what they said is immigration and the economy. Those were the two issues that arguably got President Trump elected. And you're hearing that from, sort of those same themes recurring over and over. Certainly something to watch going into the midterms. But you also spoke with California Congressman Ro Khanna at the event. Let me just play a bit of your conversation.
Which mode will be best served for your party's interests in 26 and 28?
No one wants more of the same. No one wants status quo. That's why we lost. We need change. We need a new direction. It has to be a bold direction. It has to be against the establishment. It's got to be the end of the old guard. We need to stand for Medicare for all. We need to stand for no more dumb wars. We need to stand for transparency. That's why I'm leading on the full release of the Epstein file. We need to stand $10 a day childcare, 1,000 trade schools, and free public college. I call it a new economic patriotism. Good jobs, low cost, no dumb wars. But we need a fresh vision. And anyone who is involved with the status quo, with having Americans just stagnate, they need to gently step off and allow a new generation to lead this party.
So, Khanna, of course, they're mentioning the ongoing Trump-Epstein debacle. He and Republican Thomas Massie have been trying to get the House to vote on the release of those files. Do you think this Trump-Epstein issue, this back and forth, is enough to carry Democrats through the midterms?
You know, Kelly, it's a great question. In speaking with Democrats at the summit, they definitely see it as a political vulnerability against President Trump that they are trying to capitalize on. But they told me that Democrats need to focus on core issues to win in these upcoming races, like the economy, civil rights, immigration. Also interesting, Congressman Khanna also, who's mulling a 2028 bid. I know it's early, but he's mulling a bid. He said that he will decide after the midterms. He's going to take a look at a possible presidential bid, telling me that he wants to be part of the conversation. Kelly.
Well, Fin, it was great to have you at that summit today and bring us all that insight. Thank you.
Thank you.